Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Mike's 50. Mike's 59. Here we go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Slam.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Fitzpatrick. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Mike's 5'9". 20. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Back. Check 15.
Now on first down, Drake again. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 34 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and now it's 2nd down.
Mike, 180. 59. Hey, here I come.
On the give, this is Drake. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Check, 59. Hey, watch a slant. Yeah. Mike 5'9". Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check.
Here's Fitzpatrick. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
That incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Newton now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st down, Drake. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, me and you all day.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Target. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Running, it's Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. A big play there from McCaffrey. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Here we go. Go. He's coming. We got double up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton dancing to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check 31. Great. Watch the ship. 20. Check.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
Out. Check 9. Mike, check.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Safe. Slam.
PPP.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, really the first round, it was pretty defensively minded. But there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skilled players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in. But the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning. And he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington. But they love the big arm of this guy. And he's back at home. Remember, he grew up in Potomac, Maryland.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up.
Hey, foxtrot.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm trying to come.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run on 1st down. Drake. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Hey, one set. Check smooth. Mike, 54. I got you, punk. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. You don't know no better.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Fitzpatrick. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby shot.
Hey, Alpha.
54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming after
Jim, go Jim.
you. I'm coming after you. Mike 5-4.
PPP.
I'm scared.
Fitzpatrick. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Tackle made by K1 Short.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check pass, check pass. Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Now Fitzpatrick. Allen's got it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
11 yards there, first down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Mike, 180. 59. So don't say nothing. Check 3.
Strong.
Here's a run with Ballage. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Gun.
Throwing again. Newton. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Robert Kimdichie. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half.
Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
20.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Your track.
To throw is Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check. 59.
Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Mike, check. 59. Let's get the ball.
To the air again, Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Flush to his right. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think
pressure from his right, and he
he goes down hard, flat on his back. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Fitzpatrick. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken about the 12. Fights through and now a crease. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position.
Check 50, check 50, check 52, check it out.
This is McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Gano now to add the extra point. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run with Drake. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Nice, sweetheart.
Looking to throw on second down. Fitzpatrick. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Here I come. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run. Mike 5-4, Mike 5. Go ahead. Mike 5-4. Get ready.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
That's regular. Switch.
Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles Harris just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
White 80!
Mike's 59.
You must be dreaming. Feel it.
Mike,
Go ahead.
Check, 59, 59. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 59, Mike, 59.
Hey, echo.
59. Check tight end.
52 and 56, 52 and 56.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Who that? Who that? Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Charles Harris able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Charles Harris able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Jim! Express!
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Express!
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Gun. 20. Gun.
Mike, check, 59.
Express!
The shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 12-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come on.
Right back to Drake.
Check four.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Let's go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Strong.
Mike, check. 59. Let's go. 59 Mike.
Fitzpatrick here to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Fitzpatrick on 3rd and 2. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick now. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming.
Gonna go 5-0 here.
54's Mike.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking that time for Stills, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run.
Fitzpatrick again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.